As drummers, one of the most important skills we can work on is developing our sense of timing. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 metronome exercises to help you lock in your rhythms and strengthen your internal pulse. Let's dive in. The first exercise, we're going to put the metronome on quarters, and instead of playing along to the metronome like we normally would, we're going to hear the metronome as offbeats. So if we put the click on quarters, and hear these as ands, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. So this forces us to place the downbeats, which is going to really help strengthen our time. Here's an example using a simple rock beat. Exercise 2, we're going to tighten up our subdivisions. It's great to be able to play along to the quarter note pulse, but it's also really important that our smaller subdivisions sound tight too, and not messy. So turn on the 16ths function and start at a slow speed, say 70 BPM. Start playing a 16th note based groove, and we're really trying to lock in all of our notes with the 16ths coming from the click. You can also do this with fills and improvisation language to improve your timing while soloing. A great way to check if you're doing this correctly is to record yourself, have a listen back in slow motion, and hear if you're lining up with each of the clicks. The next exercise is hearing the click as dotted quarter notes. So this is a tough one because the metronome will keep moving due to the dotted nature. So first we'll hear it on 1, 2 and 4 of the first bar, and then 1 and 3 and 4 and of the second bar, and finally 2 and 3 and of the third bar before it loops back to beat 1. So if you're able to play a solid groove whilst locking in with a click that is accenting different parts of the bar, then you're not only strengthening your timing, but also your ability to hear rhythms against your grooves. So in order to set this up, what we're going to do is play the metronome at a slower tempo, say 70 BPM. And then from here, we're going to divide this into triplets. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. But instead of counting in triplets, we're going to now count in our 4/4 time of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it'll sound like this. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. This exercise is especially helpful if you get thrown off sometimes by what the other instruments in the band are playing. You know, if they're playing different rhythms to what the drum parts are doing. So you're not only working on your timing, but you're also expanding what you're able to hear whilst grooving along. A tricky but great exercise. Next we have 1 bar with the click and 1 bar without the click. So we're getting 4 clicks from the metronome, then 4 clicks of silence. I'm using an app for this called Time Guru, but there's plenty of apps and software out there that you can use to do this. This exercise is like taking off the training wheels when learning how to ride a bike and seeing how far you can ride without them. So in the bar without the click, it is entirely up to us to control the rhythm and time. And hopefully the stronger our timing gets, the longer you can go without the click and still land where beat 1 should be. If you find you just keep speeding up or slowing down, then I would suggest working on the other exercises for a while longer and then giving this one a go. And if you're nailing this, then you can try 2 bars with the click and 2 bars without to really test yourself. Lastly, we have offbeat 16ths. This is an upgrade in difficulty from exercise 1. We're essentially doing the same thing, but we're putting the click on 8th notes and hearing them as the E's and R's of each beat. So normally if we put the click on 8th notes, we hear them as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So if we hear these as the E's and R's, we get E, R, E, R, E, R, E, R1, E, R2, E, R3, E, R4, E, R1. So normally we would play along to the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, but now the click is giving us the E, R, E, R, E, R, E, R of each beat. If you play along and the 16ths are swinging, then you are speeding up a little bit. And if they feel really early or rigid, then it means you're slowing down. Again, if you want to test, you can record yourself and slow down the footage and listen back for an even 16th sound. So implement these exercises into your practice routine, and if you're looking for some more ways to unlock flow in your fills and solos, then check out this video here on how to do that.